What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 30 of the Game On Podcast, bringing you the hot takes, latest stories, and spicy picks surrounding New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Grassani. Joined us now by Michael Cunningham and Alex Reich. You can see the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at GetYourGameOnP. Now with all that said, it's time to get your game on. Yo. Michael and Alex, what's up?
Nothing much, just been trying to be cool with the heat.
Alex got no cool gene in his body. I'm playing with you, brother. And so does Adam. They both ain't cool. I'm the king of cool on this podcast. No, I'm playing.
Michael, I'm not gonna deny you kind of are.
Yeah, but I live on King Cool, but y'all rent on King Cool. On Planet Cool. But how y'all doing today, man?
I'm doing all right.
What happened?
I'm annoyed.
I'm doing all right. Got blood work done.
We got blood work done. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex probably stayed up until 4:50 a.m. as usual. Because this guy does not sleep. Alex is a vampire. He does not sleep. To get your game on, crew fans, Alex does not sleep whatsoever.
My sleep schedule just goes up and down. There are sometimes I only get where I can go months getting just 6 hours of sleep per night, and then there are some times where I'm getting 8+.
I remember when
I'm waking up at 9 in the morning. I'm I'm gonna go back to sleep, and then before you know it, it's 12.
I remember when Alex was rolling with the big bad booty daddy, which was me. He used to go to bed early. Then he started living with me. It forever changed the lifespan to Alex Rich. I used to go to bed around 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. We'll order Grubhub at 3 o'clock. That's what we call the Grubhub hour. And I think we're both doing it till this day. So,
Okay.
Grubhub
Actually, to this day is DoorDash.
Today, to this day, we still order Grubhub or DoorDash. And Grubhub and DoorDash is our sponsors. So thank you, Grubhub and DoorDash. Thank you for being our sponsors. Adam, back to you.
Okay, so you guys are ready to talk some NBA Finals.
Always, baby.
All right. Guess what, guys?
What's
the
up?
Milwaukee Bucks are not gonna get swept in this series. You know why?
Why? They won, Adam.
Because they won. They won again in this series, and we are all worried after the Phoenix Suns went up 2-0 over the Bucks that there's a risk that Milwaukee might get a swept, but that didn't happen. Milwaukee ended up winning game 3, 120-100. And you know what? They did pretty much what I expected. What I said they had to do. Pretty much what I had to do. Giannis kept on being Giannis. We had 41 points, 14 of 23 from field. He was, as usual, he was just spectacular. And Drew Holiday finally got going. Drew Holiday, I got him for the first couple of games. He wasn't himself, but you know what? He stepped up and game 3. Sorry, game 3, and
how many points did he drop?
He got 21 points, 8 for 14 shooting, 5 for 10 from the field. They had 9 assists. All right, and Chris Middleton also kind of stepped up. I mean, he had 18 points, 6 for 14, 3% from field, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Decent, but it's not Chris Middleton, I think, is a guy that if the Bucks are going to win this series, he's going to have at least one more bit. He's going to have a big game. He's
Honestly,
gonna he's gonna have to have like one of those games where he drops 25 on like 9 for whatever shooting. Like he's gonna have like one of those games if the Bucks are gonna like make a comeback and like go on to win this series.
Hold up, A Boogie. I got something to say about how Drew Holiday. I've been a fan of Drew Holiday's career when he first started with the Sixers. I was telling people he was gonna go places. That Game 3 performance he did. Here's the thing about NBA players: you can either put up or shut up after you get criticized. Game 1, Game 2. Middleton didn't show up a little bit. 18 points for him. That's easy for him. He got to have more than that. But when Drew Holiday, he was playing like he was playing in the Pelicans, who he got snubbed off the All-Star team at least twice. Just saying. He played like the Drew Holiday that I watched early in his career. You know what I mean? I think Drew Holiday is a walking bucket, Adam. In my opinion, he's the most slept-on player besides Mike Conley Jr. at the guard position and Eric Bledsoe. They're the 3 most slept-on guards, and Devin Booker, in my opinion. Those 4 guards are the most slept-on. Drew Holiday played like the real Drew Holiday. You know what I mean, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
But however, Middleton needs to step up more. Middleton, who was carrying them in, I don't know where he disappeared to. First regular series, in the first round of the playoffs, what did he do? He beat the Heat. He scored at least 30. Second, he disappeared. When he played with the Nets, he played great. And then when Giannis got hurt in Game 6, he stepped up big. You know what I mean? He stepped up big. He stepped up prime time. But here's what I want to get at him. Here's what I don't get. He thinks he's the second option. He's the first option. Yes, Giannis isn't a clutch sign player, Adam. Because Giannis is not good with shooting with the game on the line.
Wait. Hold on for a second there. Giannis isn't a big time player.
He is a big time player, but he's not clutch. That's why they give the Middleton.
He's not clutch?
For the one-on-one situations? Like shooting
wait. If you want to say like Giannis like isn't like a great shooter, fine, I completely understand that criticism. But to say that because he's not a great shooter,
who did they give the ball to? Who did they give the ball usually when the game is on the line? This for the last 2 seasons. Middleton.
Middleton, because Middleton's a better shooter
and better overall clutch shooter than Giannis. Giannis is the best player. That doesn't mean you can be a great clutch shooter. Shaq was the best player in the Lakers from 1999 to 2000.
I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I think I understand.
Was the best player in the Lakers, but he wasn't the clutch player. Who did they give the ball to?
Kobe.
Thank you. So Giannis is the best player, but he's not their number one option when it comes to clutch situations. Coming out the timeout.
Here's the thing, though. Coming out of the timeout, if there's an open lane and Giannis can like get to the basket, I'm giving the ball to Giannis's hands. I'm saying, "Hey, go to the rim." Like, I'm more than comfortable doing that.
You know what Giannis is going to do. But however, Chris Middleton could cross him up, take it to the lane, or he could hit the jump shot. You also have Drew Holiday, who's a great option. Drew Holiday is a good isolation scorer too.
Yeah, I agree with Drew Holiday.
But I think for that situation, if the game's on the line, Adam, I think PJ Tucker should not be in the inbound play. He should be in the inbounds. He should be throwing the ball out of bounds. He should not have it. You should have Brook Lopez gain the rebound or in the corner because Brook Lopez can shoot. And that's hard for centers to do, Adam. If you're not taught to shoot in the NBA, or when you begin,
Brook Lopez is at least for a center is a great shooter though.
Yeah, he picked it up in the NBA when he was in Brooklyn, and like in his first season in Brooklyn, he wasn't a shooter. He was more of a post up, give you 22, 12 a game. Then when he went to what team he went to after Brooklyn? When he went to LA, his jump shot became water.
Yeah.
And I know Alex agrees with me. The best shooting big man in the league, when he's catching it, is Joel Embiid and Jokic. Jokic can shoot lights out. But I say the best power forward shooter. People sleep on him. It's Porzingis, man. If y'all watch Porzingis shoot, it's Porzingis. People be sleeping on Kristaps Porzingis. And I'm a Knicks fan, and I was hard on him when they drafted him. But when they got rid of Mavericks, I was like, holy crap, we don't got that guy. But now let me get back to the finals. Devin Booker needs to step up in game 4. You had a shaky game.
Yeah.
But here's
Yeah,
what
I was gonna get to that, but go ahead.
However, they're calling you the next generation Kobe Bryant. That's what ESPN said. That's what NBA are saying. That's what Doris Burke said. And everyone knows I love Doris Burke. She's one of my favorite ESPN reporters, sideline reporters. And you're getting high praise by by my favorite basketball player of all time, the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. You better back that shit up. I'm just saying. You can't have Kobe. You can't say Kobe is your idol and play like crap, and then like you're in the NBA. Let's see. What he had 10 points last? Yes, 2 days ago. Yesterday, he had 10 points, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Devin Booker is averaging 28 points in the playoffs. The best scorer in the NBA, in my opinion. The best scorer. Besides KD, he's one of the best. If KD's number 1, he's number 2. Devin Booker. Adam, do you agree with that statement?
Sorry, repeat that.
Devin Booker is the second best scorer in the NBA.
I don't. Right now, I don't think he is.
Are you?
I think you got Kevin Durant. I think you got James Harden.
Devin Booker's a way better scorer than Harden, but Harden's an overall better player than Booker. But Booker's a way better scorer than Harden.
James Harden is. You did not just say that Devin Booker's a better scorer than James Harden. Please, Michael, tell me those words did not come out of your mouth. How is he a better scorer? How?
He can shoot better threes. He can attack the lane. He can hit a layup, hit a jump shot.
You want me to look up the stats right now? I'll play this game. I'll look up stats.
Okay.
I've got stats right here, my friends.
Show me.
Here on the Game On podcast, we have stats.
So do I, mother. Let's see. I'm gonna talk about Korean scoring wise. We're gonna go by points per game.
All right.
Devin
this
Booker.
Past season, Devin Booker averaged 25.6 points per game. Let's see, what was his shooting numbers? He was shooting 48.4% from field and 34% from three.
Look
Now
at
let's
James
Harden. Let me look at James Harden. James Harden averaged 24.6 points, so slightly less. 46% shooting and 36% from three. So they're basically equal.
I'll give him
But
that.
we all seen what James Harden is capable of. Like,
see what Devin Booker is capable of doing too, Adam. You basically can say the same thing.
It's just a couple of seasons ago, James Harden averaged 36.1 points per game.
So is Devin Booker. He was averaging 30.
He did not average 36 points a game.
He was averaging 30 a game for the last 3 seasons. Devin Booker can score.
He wasn't at. Where is he? Here, Michael. Let's see if we can read. Before the season, he averaged 26.6 points. The season before that, 26 points. That's impressive. Don't get me wrong. James Harden's averaging over 30 a game.
Let's see, because Harden was with Houston.
And guess what?
You have Chris Paul going,
and even with two other superstars, that's deferred to a Kyrie, a Kevin Durant. Even when deferring to those 2 stars, he can still drop 25 a night.
That doesn't mean Adam.
And guess what? Devin Booker is the sole scoring option on his team. Who else does Devin Booker defer to?
You got Chris Paul.
Maybe on a good day, Chris Paul.
What?
On a good day.
Shut up.
Alex, go ahead.
So talking about the best shooter, where do you rank Jason Tatum?
He's a scorer, not a shooter, buddy.
As a scorers, I mean,
he's like in the
who
top.
else is up there? Steph Curry's up there.
I consider Curry a shooter than a scorer.
He's the greatest shooter of all time, but as a scorer, he's still like one of the best scorers in the league overall.
I say the best scorers in the league.
Let's see.
Today.
So, Bradley Beal. We forgot Bradley Beal. So, those are 4 guys right there that I would take as scorers over Devin Booker. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Steph Curry, and let's see. Who else did I mention? Bradley Beal. Those 4 are better scorers than Drew Holiday. You can't convince me otherwise.
Hold up, Adam. Give me a second.
How about Trae Young?
Hold up. Hello?
I don't know about Trae Young.
Hello, stupid idea. Sorry, I have Adam Grassani telling me some bullshit right now. What's that? He's a dumbass. Thank you. I know. Sorry, that was the stupid.
Alex,
tweet.
you're the neutral party here. Who do you agree with? Who are you leaning towards? Is Devin Booker a top 2 scorer in the league? I think he's top 5, but he's not top 2.
He's top 4.
All right, so who would you take over him?
No, I would put Devin Booker second of the 4.
Thank you. Let's go, buddy.
Alex, I am disappointed in you. So hold on. You think right now that
Adam
Devin Booker is a better scorer than
lost the argument. Adam,
James Harden. So basically right now you think Devin Booker's a better scorer than James Harden. Go ahead, Alex.
It's hard not to say James Harden is number 1.
Thank
All right,
you.
James Harden's number 1. You're telling me he's better than Kevin Durant? You are not telling me that you are not going to sit here with a straight face and tell me that Devin Booker is a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
Adam, let it go. I said Kevin Durant was number 1. Adam, let it go.
Fine.
Let it go.
I'll put
also
Harden,
Bradley Beal.
no.
Bradley Beal, I would take Bradley Beal. And Steph
Adam,
Curry. Those are 4 players
argument.
right there that are better scorers than Devin Booker.
What?
Now, Devin Booker's 5. I'll give Devin Booker that. I'll give Devin Booker 5.
Adam, you're freaking retarded for saying this bullshit.
I'll put Bradley Beal at number 3.
Okay. And where you put
Guys,
Kevin Durant?
Tonight.
Where are you going to put Kevin Durant?
I put Booker at 4 and Durant at 2.
No, you, Alex, you Benedict Arnold. How you switch it?
Thank you, Alex.
Either way, they are top 4.
He had Booker second until you flipped out on him, Adam. You are a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Yes,
Guess
you
what?
are.
How many points did Devin Booker score in Game 3?
Okay.
He scored 10 points.
Adam, you came and scored 2 points against me. So shut it.
Did I not score what was it? 6 points when we played it when we played pickup
Adam,
together?
I beat you 12 to
No,
2.
not when when both of us were teammates.
Adam, he's making millions of dollars a year. You make $2 here in the NBA. So hold up, buddy. No disrespect.
I'm not trying to disrespect Devin Booker.
You try to disrespect Booker.
How is saying he's a top 5 scorer in the league disrespecting him?
He's a top 2, but let's move on. We agree to disagree.
All right. Let's move on.
We can agree to disagree.
Because here's the thing, guys. Devin Booker went 3 for 14 with only 10 points in Game 3. I think the Bucks are in some trouble because, guys, do you see Devin Booker having that type of game again in the series?
No.
So I think in Game 4 we're gonna expect Devin Booker back. I mean, Chris Paul had a pretty decent game. He ain't scored too many points, but he's had 19 points, very vicious 8 for 14. Nice. So that's typically what you would expect Chris Paul to do.
I'm saying this on record. Chris Paul's gonna be an NBA Finals MVP.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Go ahead, Alex.
Guys, I am worried
About what?
about Mikal Bridges' performance last game.
He was a bucket.
Mikal Bridges
He
scored
did.
4 points.
4 points.
Alex is only
Last
worried
game,
went to Villanova.
Wait. The game before that, he had 27 points. And he needs to be a bucket to go with Booker and Paul to help them win.
Don't forget Crowder.
I should start, honestly, for the Suns, start Cam Johnson over Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder is just terrible. I'm sorry. He's a bum.
I
bum.
like Cameron Johnson over that take. I like what you're saying.
Start Cam Johnson over Jay Crowder. Here's the thing. Go small. The Bucks are going small. They have Tucker at the 4, Giannis at the 3, Milton at the 2. They going big but small. Because PJ Tucker is 6'5" as a power forward. Giannis could play 1, 3 through 5. Chris Middleton is really a 2, but he plays a 3. And Holiday's a combo guard. Everybody know that. But however, Adam, do you think Brook Lopez is the 4th or 5th option on the Bucks?
I would say he's the I guess 4th option.
So you tell me he's the 4th best player on the team?
I guess you could say that.
So honestly, if they would have kept him, honestly, I think Brook Lopez, I think he's at the end of his career right now, Adam. His mobility was always slow. I don't
think he's near the end of his career.
I think so.
I think that's an overstatement right there, Michael.
He's
not nearing the end of his career. Let's see. He's 33 years old. He's still got he didn't average that many points, but honestly, when you're on a team with Jrue Holiday and Chris Middleton, you're not going to be like a prime scoring option. But he's still a great shooter. He's still one of the, in my opinion, like top centers, like at least top 10 centers. But maybe not top 10, but one of the better centers in the league. I still think Brook Lopez still has plenty of years left in his career.
I was about to say, you would say Brook Lopez is the top 10 center. I was about to say, you smoking some weed.
I thought about it, but he's not top 10. But he's one of the better centers in the league.
You know who I'm saying? Who has a great future in the NBA? DeAndre Ayton, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think Ayton is the 3rd best player on that team over Mikal Bridges. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I don't disagree.
DeAndre Ayton.
I don't think that's crazy.
Who is going to be the future of that team if they lose Booker or Paul? He's going to be the number 1 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You have many pieces. The Suns need a power forward. You have a great point guard, a great shooting guard. You have a up-and-coming center, and you have a small forward in Bridges. They need a solid 4. If Sarge didn't go out, I would say start Sarge over Jay Crowder. And I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping, boys. Here's what I'm thinking. If Chris Paul does win a championship in the Suns, I'm thinking he's leaving the Suns. He's leaving. But if he wins the championship, he's staying in Phoenix. He's signing for the rest of his career in Phoenix. And then he will retire in LA.
My question is, where would you put him? What team will you put him with?
Honestly, I put him with LeBron. Because him and LeBron are a great team. They're best friends. They play great together in the All-Star games, as you can tell. And you put AD with AD is a great pick and roll, and Chris Paul loves to use the pick and roll. So that'll be a great cut for AD to get pick and pop, and Chris Paul can pass in the half-court option. However, and you got LeBron that can play the full court, so you can adjust the both of them. You know what I'm saying, Adam? You know what I'm saying now?
I know what you're saying.
But I'm telling you this. LeBron is probably the greatest small forward to ever play the game of basketball, in my opinion. The greatest small forward. And there are a lot of great small forwards. In Larry Bird, you got James Worthy, You got the doctor, Julius Irving. The Big E, Elgin Baylor. You got so many, and you had Grant Hill before the ankle injury. So, kids, I know you're watching the Get Your Game On crew. Look at Grant Hill. That's the player of the day. You got to look for Grant Hill. He was a monster. You had Scottie Pippen. You have so many great small forwards. LeBron's the best small forward ever. That's where I'll put him. And Kobe Bryant, who was probably the second greatest shooting guard to ever play the game of basketball. If not, to people how it is, you say LeBron, you say Kobe is better than Jordan, but Jordan's better than Kobe. And I'm a diehard Kobe fan. Everybody knows me. Kobe Bryant is my favorite player of all time, besides Marcus Camby, Allen Iverson, and Michael Jordan. However, boys, I'm saying the greatest basketball player to ever tie up a pair of kicks in my top three is Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Enough said. But back to my original statement. I'm saying this on record. God talking to the man above. I'm saying this on record. Michael Cunningham is saying this on record. I don't think that the Suns are not going to win, are not going to lose another playoff game this playoffs. They're going to win in 5. I'm saying it. They win tomorrow. They win Wednesday, and they win on Friday or Saturday. I'm going to say this, Adam. Suns in 5. Chris Paul and Booker, NBA Finals MVPs. There you go. And it has been done before.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if the Suns win this series in 5 games. Because again, a big reason why the Suns lost this past game was because Devin Booker didn't show up. He was awful. 3 for 14. Unless Devin Booker I don't see Devin Booker having another one of those games. So if Milwaukee's gonna win this series, they're gonna have to do it holding off. They're gonna have to do it beating out like Devin Booker when he's balling. And can they do that? And I honestly have my doubts. So would I be shocked if Milwaukee ties up in Game 4? No, I wouldn't be shocked.
It'll be a hell of a series.
Right now, according to Vandal, they are the favorites. Milwaukee Bucks is the favorites in Game 4. They are currently minus 4.5 favorites. So
you get on FanDuel once their team the favorites.
So Milwaukee is the favorite right now. So I would not be shocked if they ultimately tied the series up heading back to Phoenix. So, but here's the thing. If they are going to do it, it's probably going to be a close game because again, if Devin Booker steps up in Game 4, which I think he will, I think we all expect Devin Booker to really step up his game in Game 4. Then that's going to be something that Milwaukee's going to have to deal with because again, they had that advantage in Game 3 where Devin Booker didn't show up. If he shows up in Game 4, Milwaukee's going to have a problem.
Hold up, AG.
Go ahead.
Here's what I want to know. If my main man, if the Suns win, if the Bucks win Game 4, how many games do you think who you think is going to win that? If the Bucks can tie it up, that's the real question I want to know.
Yeah, that definitely. Alex, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay, you guys. So that means you guys want to move the show on.
Let's do it.
All right, so we are we're moving on to the segment of the show that is Peter Alonso hitting dingers in the home run derby. Mike's hot take. Michael Cunningham, take it away.
Brother Adam, I love this. You know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change the sport up today. Some of the sports I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna talk about the UFC fight with McGregor.
We're gonna get juicy today, boys. I was watching the fight a little bit on my phone and at my friend's house. Watching the fight. I'm thinking to myself, McGregor got this fight easily. But here's what I'm thinking. McGregor, who hasn't fought in 2 years, last time he was in the same guy that beat him whooped his ass. Do you guys believe that? Alex, you were watching that fight. Brother Adam, did you watch the fight?
No, I didn't watch the fight.
Okay, the thing I hate about everyone knows I'm a fan of Conor McGregor. He's one of my favorite UFC fighters besides Ronda Rousey and my main man John Jones and Rampage Jackson. Dustin Poirier. Pronounce his last name. Here's the thing about UFC. Everybody knows this. America Top Team is the greatest ultimate fighting championship trainers, the best trainers in all fighting. Everybody heard of Dan Lambert. He is probably the greatest UFC trainer of them all. He does wrestling, kickboxing, boxing, and octagon. He trains the best of the best. Yes, sir, ever heard of King Mo? I don't think he's ever heard of him. Point is, how is Conor McGregor going to get mad over some bullshit? You lost the fight, your ankle gave up. So what? And then you're going to have some call out a baby bitch excuse. Be like, hey, you want to take a cheap win out of an ankle injury so you can win like that? I'm like, first of all, Conor McGregor, no disrespect. You lost, fair and square. You lost. You say you're the greatest UFC fighter ever fight. You lost twice to the same dude. You won a rematch. We're going to get beat up 3 times? Here's why I don't think you're the greatest of all time anymore. You're off your camp. You should have retired that first when you were undefeated. You should have retired. 2, Stephen A. Smith thinks you're a punk. But, Stephen A. Smith is a real dude. Everybody knows Stephen A. Smith ain't the dude to mess with. Am I right, Adam? Am I right, Alex?
Yes.
Adam, how about you?
Well, speaking of Stephen A. Smith, I hate to interrupt your hot take here, but did you hear he's in a little bit of hot water? Did you hear what happened?
About the Asian Americans. I was going to get to that.
Okay, go ahead, Michael. The floor is yours.
But however, I have a 2-part hot take. 2, I believe that Conor McGregor, you need to retire. But honestly, I think you gotta stop talking shit on the internet like an internet troll because you want fans to beat you up, and you want the UFC fighter that just kicked your ass twice. Conor McGregor, just retire. You should retire on top of the belt. Now you lost. Now this is my part 2 of my hot take. Stephen A. Smith. Everybody knows me. I put sports journalism seriously. I take it seriously. Stephen A. Smith, who is my idol when it comes to reporting, it's in pretty hot water. What he said about Asian Americans. Stephen A. Smith, Black Americans and Asian Americans, we at the bottom of everybody because they treat us like crap. Stephen A. Smith, you had no right to say that. But here's the thing, brother.
Amen.
We are black. They're Asian. They're white people. They're Spanish people. But however, we're all fucking minorities. You always claim that the white man, Steve Nash, got the job because he was white. No, Steve Nash got the job because he knows the basketball game over Tyronn Lue, who is a great coach. 2, much as Black Lives Matter, Asian life matter. Asian life matters also matter. Before we get to the Black Lives Matters, Asian lives matters as well as Black Lives Matter. Because everyone knows me. I support Black Lives Matter. We have one big in front of my that knows that. I have a big sign in front of my house to all you Trump lovers, but that's just a different story. If you don't believe me, come check out my house. You see a big ass Black Lives Matter sign. And we're very pro-Black in my family. We are very pro-Black.
Go ahead, Michael.
I gotta say, Stephen A. Smith, come on, brother. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. reporters, you gotta know, you're on TV. You guys don't realize you're very powerful in media. Be careful what you damn say. People are going to put a clip and show it to everybody you know and make you look like a jackass. And Stephen A. Smith, I thought I'll never call you this. You are a jackass for that. And I love you. You're my favorite reporter when it comes to sports. Everybody knows I watch First Take every morning when I used to wake up in college. And Alexander Rich could back me up on this. We used to watch you religiously. If we were watching Saturday, you didn't come on Saturday. We were watching College Game Day from 9 to 12 for football every Saturday from August to December. Am I right, Mr. Rich?
Yes.
And we used to watch a lot of college sports and a lot of sports together. And we used to love Stephen A. Smith. And I met you when you came to my college at the College of New Jersey 2 years ago. And you were a pretty cool dude then. But however, Stephen A. Smith, we look up to you at the Get Your Game On podcast. From Michael Cunningham, Alexander Rich, and Adam Grassani, Marcellus Murdock, David Heller, and Chris Kern, we look up to you here. You always kept it real when you're journalists. But I think you went a little too far with what you said about Asian Americans, athletes. At the end of the
Specifically, what we was referring to is that I think it was that Shohei Ohtani shouldn't be the face of baseball because he needs an interpreter to speak. I mean, I am a Stephen A. fan, but come on, man. You should know better than to say stuff like that.
Especially,
you should know better. And again, it goes back to what we said last episode when it comes to Rachel Nichols and all of us that are either in or are looking to get a job in sports media. You gotta be extremely careful what you say.
And I know,
because there's the thing. I'm not accusing Stephen A. of being racist. I'm not accusing Stephen A. of having any sort of prejudice to Asian Americans. But if you say stuff like that, right for or wrong, people are gonna assume that you have a problem with Asian Americans.
But Stephen A. Smith,
some people are going to assume that, and so some people rightly or wrong, like you could not have a racist bone in you could truly deep down not have any sort of prejudice, but you say that stuff and people are going to think you're duped. So again, you gotta be extremely careful of the things you say. So Stephen A. Smith, if you are listening, we're fans of you, but unfortunately we gotta give you this. You are officially the Get Up Podcast Turkey of the episode.
And Stephen A. Smith, as a black man,
and as we said to Rachel Nichols, Stephen A. Smith, do better.
Hold up, Stephen A. Smith, as a fellow black man that wants to be in sports media, who I looked up to because you said it real. I just can't believe on what kind of world we live in. If a white man wants to criticize a black man, that's no better. If a fellow black man wants to criticize a fellow black man, that's bad. But criticizing another race that's a minority like we are, that had the same struggles as we do, because blacks, Asians, and Latino and Hispanic people are treated badly in the country. I'm just saying, you guys gotta realize that people can't be treated badly in this country. Mm-hmm. Why you think people want to march, want to be treated equally? For a thing, Black Lives Matter was the way of life. But Asian Lives matters, Black Lives Matter. And I believe in Black Lives Matter. That's why people do it. That's why you see whites, Asians, Hispanic, Jews, Italians, everybody supporting Black Lives Matter. We got to do the same support for Asian Lives Matter, because the mission isn't complete yet until I know I get your game when we talk about sports. And I know we like to have a good time. I know the 6 of us and myself, Alexander Rich, Adam Grassani, Chris Kern, Marcellus Murdock, and David Heller, and my father, who is Paul Cunningham, who is our producer of the show. We don't discriminate. We don't hate. We show love. And that's our message for you guys today. Show love to your neighbor, your enemies, your family. Just be true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being racist, because at the end of the day, I have seen people get beat up for being racist. And let's end this madness. However, if you're a racist person, we don't want your business. We don't want you to watch our show or hear our show and to get your game on.
If you truly are like racist, like
Do not watch our show.
prejudice, like this podcast isn't for you.
It's
That's all
not
we're
for
gonna
you.
say. That's
If
all
you
we're
don't
gonna say.
support our rights and our beliefs, or you can respect it, then you can be on our watch our show. But however, if you don't, get the fuck off this channel. And this is my hot take. This is my Cunniham's hot take. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you there, Michael. I mean, do we really have to approve this? I don't think we do. So just whatever your record is, we're just gonna move on. So
This counts as my record. I'll take it.
I mean, whatever. I mean, this is your 27th approved hot take. So
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever, if you guys want to keep score, but again, the stuff you were talking about, like there, like is way bigger than some sort of silly like score that we do for fun. We like to have a lot of fun on this podcast, but what you're talking about is like some real issues that are in our society that they need to be addressed. So you know what? Good on you, Michael Cunningham. I salute you. So, you know what, guys? We're going to talk some baseball.
Órale, vato loco.
I mean, the MLB Home Run Derby just wrapped up. Did you guys have a chance to watch it? I couldn't.
Pete Alfonso's his last name?
Yeah, Peter Alonso won the Home Run Derby. So, congratulations to him. Back-to-back Home Run Derby players for Pete Alonso because, they didn't have the Home Run Derby last year because of COVID, and
he's an animal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my pick for next year, boys. He's winning it again. If he does the next year, he's winning it again.
Ooh.
Big. Adam, has there ever been a Home Run Derby three-peat?
I don't think so. I'll have to look it up, but I don't think so.
Has Barry Bonds ever won a three-peat home run? And I'm a fan of Barry Bonds. To our viewers, we're going to get a question to you guys. Has Barry Bonds ever won a home run derby? If you guys let us know.
I'm pretty sure he has.
I don't think he has. Well, it's up to viewers. If somebody could look it up for me, because I see it in my notes. So I wrote my notes. He didn't win one.
I mean, I don't really know, but congratulations to Pete Alonso. I mean, I heard Shohei Ohtani didn't do well. I believe he lost in the first round, so everyone was excited to see Shohei Ohtani, and rightfully so, because the guy is just out of this world with how good he's been. I mean, Shohei Ohtani is just amazing for baseball. I don't care what Stephen A. has to say. The guy is right now one of the faces of Major League Baseball, and she deserves to be one of the faces of baseball.
Is that play that get hit? That was chose to be as a pitcher and as a hitter?
Yeah. He's a star as a pitcher, and he currently I believe leads the league in home runs too. So the guy is just as a pitcher. He leads the league in home runs as a pitcher.
Was he in the home run derby?
He was in the home run derby, but he didn't do well. I think he lost in the first round. But still, the guy has just been.
Is he going to pitch in the game or he's going to bat?
He's going to do both. He's going to pitch and bat in the All-Star game.
Yo, and put him in the National League then if he's doing all that well.
Guess what? He can still do that in Here's the thing. In the National League, they don't have a DH, so if that did happen, he wouldn't be playing every day. In the American League, he could still pitch and still when he's not pitching, he can still hit. He can still hit.
So he's a DH.
When he's not pitching, he's the DH. When he is pitching, he's the pitcher, and he still hits when he's pitching. The guy is just. Let me put up Shohei Ohtani's numbers. As a pitcher, he has a 3.49 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP. He has how many strikeouts? ERA is he has 87 strikeouts. His ERA is 3.49, which is pretty impressive in of itself. And in terms of his hitting, let's just say he has 33 home runs on the year so far.
What?
He has 33 home runs on the year. He's hitting 297, 364 on base, 698 slugging, and 1.062 OPS. The guy is just out of this world. Alexander Reich, do you agree?
Yes.
Put this guy in MVP talk, boys. Did he be?
If he doesn't win the American League MVP, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He's on Mike Trout's team, who's the greatest player in the league, the best player in the league.
Honestly, I think this is the first time we can legitimately say this. Mike Trout might have some competition for the best player, in the league and on his own team too, because Mike Trout's sensational. Don't get me wrong. Mike Trout's gonna go down as one of the greatest players of all time, but Shohei Ohtani, to do what he's been doing, to not only be one of the best hitters in the league, doing what he's doing offensively, and also be a pretty great pitcher too. It's literally generational. No one has ever seen this before.
Honestly, back in the day, it's gonna be
the last time we saw this was Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
The last time we saw this was Babe Ruth. So we have an entire generation of people who haven't seen this. So
to all you viewers, Babe Ruth was a problem.
Unfortunately I'm working. I'm working during the All-Star game, so I won't be able to watch it. But man, Shohei Ohtani is going to be the highlight of that game, and rightfully so. And I wish I could, watch it because the guy has just been unbelievable. But that's all we're going to say about the All-Star game for now. I wish we could talk more about it, but
hold up, I have a question for you guys.
Go ahead, really quick.
Who is on the Mount Rushmore of MLB players? We'll
do an in-depth conversation about this another time, but Babe Ruth's up there, Lou Gehrig's up there, Ted Williams is up there, Hank Aaron is up there. I
gotta say, Jackie Robinson, for me, he's the reason why.
Jackie Robinson definitely is
one of the greatest. He put black people on the map for baseball.
Yeah, definitely in terms of a cultural impact, but. If we're talking about him strictly as a baseball player, I would take Hank Aaron.
The first player to ever steal home. The first MLB
he was. I'm not sure. I'm not Jackie Robinson. I would definitely put up there. He's definitely one of the he's definitely a legend. I'm not trying to disrespect him at all. But
let me ask you a question. Do you think Barry Bonds would have been one of the greatest players of all time? Would have been to break the home run record without steroids?
He might not have broken the home run record, but he would still have gone down as one of the greatest players of all time. And he still is one of the greatest players of all time, but there is an asterisk that because of,
Hey, if they could put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame, they could put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
The man had the longest hitting streak up to Joe DiMaggio. He bet on games that he played in to win. Look, that's shaving points, but
okay. We gotta talk some more baseball now, and that is the New York Yankees took 2 out of 3 from the Houston Astros, and as a Yankees fan, I have mixed feelings because they won 2 games. Let me talk, Michael. Let me
You got
talk. Let me talk, Michael. I mean,
which dick muted me?
all right.
Adam, go
I
fuck
have
yourself.
mixed. I love you too, Michael. I mean, Gerrit Cole pitched an absolute masterpiece in like the second game of the series, which I won't talk about that right now. For all those of you who were wondering, is Gerrit Cole going to be the same pitcher without sticky stuff? Is he still going to be like one of the best pitchers in baseball? Like, is he going to turn out to be like someone not worth the contract the Yankees gave him? I think he's answered those questions in this game. He was absolutely sensational. One of the best games I think we've ever seen. Like a Yankees pitcher. Maybe not that far. I think that's going that far, but the guy just pitched like an absolute
10 strikeouts.
yeah. He had 10 strikeouts. He like threw like what 126 pitches,
And he had
9 shutout innings in a game where the Yankees need him to show up in that game because A, he was struggling, and B, the Yankees bullpen that game like was very thin. I think Chad Green wasn't available. Who else was available? And Chapman like was as a struggle lately, so they need Cole to give them length, and he didn't just give the length. He pitched the whole game. He pitched a complete game shutout, 1-0 victory for the Yankees on what was it, an Aaron Judge solo home run? I'm pretty sure that was it. So just so I gotta give a shout out to Gerrit Cole, like proving that this is why the Yankees gave him that contract. This is why the Yankees are paying him like $36 million a year for games like these. And he just pitched out of his mind. Now we gotta get to the bad news about the Yankees. They once again, just like they did at previously at home, had a chance to sweep the Astros, and they blew it. Why? Jose freaking Altuve walk-off home run. The Yankees were leading like what 7-2 going into the bottom of the ninth inning. I believe Domingo Romano allows 2 runs, and what was it? Chad Green who allowed the first 2 runs, or Domingo Romano? I mean, I'm not sure, but bottom line is Chad Green comes in, who's been excellent of late. The guy has just been a stud as of late, and just blows the game. He just simply blew the game. It was at first 7-2, then it became 7-4, then it became 7-5, and then Jose Altuve once again hits a walk-off home run to put to at the expense of myself of Yankee fans everywhere, and obviously like Jose Altuve like ripping off his shirt at the end of the game. A little shout out to Jose Altuve. Get over yourself. Like we all know like that you were hiding something at the end of the 2019 ALCS game 6 when you told your teammates after you just hit a walk-off home run to send your team to the World Series. Don't rip off my jersey. You were definitely behind something. I'm not gonna say what it was. I have no idea what it was, but don't say that you weren't hiding something. And for him to rip off his jersey like at the end of the game to like quote unquote like get back at like the Yankees and for Jose Altuve, if you're listening to this, get over yourself.
And he had a sticky icky. I think he had a sticky icky. So Jose Altuve, go fuck yourself, and we hate you or get your game on podcast. So you can kiss my black ass.
I mean, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. The Yankees, once again, this is what keeps me from. Even though they've played well, I'm gonna give them credit. The Yankees have been playing well as of late. This is why I think they're simply an average team, because they'll tease you. They'll win 2 out of 3 games every series. They'll win some series here and there, but when they have games like this where they should win, what happens? They end up like blowing the game. And like they end, and that's what teams, average teams do. They will find ways to lose games. So that's what. So even though Yankees have been playing well today, I'm happy they're playing well. I still think that they're just like an average team, and that I do see, and I do see a losing streak like on the as after the All-Star break. Because after the All-Star break, they have the Boston Red Sox coming up, who they have not been the. Have they been the Red Sox yet this season? I don't think they have. They have not beaten the Red Sox this season. They have 4 games with them. You know what? Here's the thing. If you're the Yankees, take 3 out of 4 from the series. Do it. Take 3 out of 4 from the series and really like get back in this division race. If this isn't just a flash in the pan that what the Yankees are doing right now, and they really are in the process of turning this season around, winning 3 out of 4 shouldn't be like unrealistic. Then like, once again, you have the Phillies after that. Take both those games again, if for no other reason, so I can rub it in Alexander Reach's face. Then you have the Red Sox on the road after that. I'll give you a break and say just split series because you are on the road, but still, you can't lose 3 out of 4 or God forbid get swept in that series. Then you have the Rays after that on the road. Take 2 out of 3 from that series. Take both the games from the Marlins to close out July. That's what the Yankees need to do in order to really change my mind. Get a hot streak, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. If I'm a Yankees fan right now, realistically, this upcoming series against the Red Sox, I expect them to do no better than a split. You got something to say, Alex?
I mean, after seeing Philadelphia win their season at Fenway.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that. You want to talk about your Phillies for a bit?
Sure.
Couple of big wins.
Yes, more than big. They definitely came to play each and every game. Their offense was terrific. They finally got the ball on the bat a lot of the times, and I think that's very. I'm trying to put in words. It's very important to stay on track of getting at bats with hitting the ball, because when they are on the slump of not hitting good strikes, then it causes them to have a bad momentum shift and not play as well. But this series definitely showed some great athleticism, both ends of the team, and in this series really showed how this team is and how they go into games day in and day out and dominate whatever the case may be. And I think that this puts a stamp on what this team is really about. And I think looking at the standings right now, they are literally only 3.5 games behind the Mets, which, looking at the first couple of series in the second half, I think they are winnable. And just seeing how good the offense is, I think that they do have a chance to maybe sweep again against the Yankees next week, since they have had experience of winning their series against them. Last series they played against the Yankees. But the question is, can they shift the momentum and make the Mets more of a challenge and have a chance to be at least 2 games above 500? And it's just going to be a very interesting second half of the season. And I think the amount of offensive performances that we had, I think this team is looking at a different direction of what Philly fans and MLB fans are looking at right now. And I think things are changing in the right direction. And it's going to be a very, very interesting and challenging at the same time second half of the season. And I just really hope that they do well.
Alex, like I said with the Yankees, I'm happy the Phillies are doing well, but again, they just need to start playing consistently good baseball because, again, as the Yankees, the Phillies right now, even though they're playing well, they have a chemistry that they're any more than really like an average team, and that's what average teams do. They'll get hot and then they'll get cold. So we'll see. We'll see. Like if they continue to play great baseball, because that was a very impressive series win against the Red Sox. Don't get me wrong, that was very impressive. But
there was one thing to add to that series.
Go ahead. Really quickly.
Okay, the last game of the series, they started someone from the bullpen, which is very unusual for them, but they had to do it. And I was surprised of how well it went. And it really got their performance momentum going. And somehow they got on track and beat the Red Sox more than 5 runs. And I mean, by 1-1, I think. I think it was 5-4, the final score. I'm not sure. But I think that is a very great stoppage of where they are at. And I think having a week off and rebuilding themselves will be a big factor in the second half. And it all starts back up on Friday with a doubleheader against Miami in Philadelphia.
They have a doubleheader against. How many games do they have against Miami?
They have a doubleheader on Friday, and Saturday, Miami, Sunday, Miami, before they travel to the Bronx.
They should take at least 3 out of 4 from Miami. If they don't take 3 out of 4 from Miami, then really, like, I don't really want to hear anything talking about them getting back in the race with the Mets, because I think the Mets like are the best team from that division. And unless the Phillies win the division, then I don't think they're making the playoffs. Sorry, Alex. All right. So we gotta start wrapping up here, guys. And if you have something to say, Alex, make it really quick, so we gotta get to our bets.
Sorry about my background noise. It's pouring out, and I
can't even hear anything.
Oh, it's coming down hard.
Okay. It's not coming down hard where I live, so I mean.
I think it's moving up your way.
Okay, thanks for the warning there, Alex. I appreciate it, but it's time for our bets of the episode. To recap last episode, 3 of us got W's, 3 of us took L's. I mean, I had the Yankees over the Astros on Monday night in the second game, the one that Gerrit Cole absolutely dominated. I thought that Gerrit Cole was going to bounce back and shut up all this sticky stuff conversation. And you know what? He proved me right. He got me a W. Marcellus had the Mets over the Pirates, and I believe, on Friday's game. And you know what? The Mets beat the Pirates, and Marcellus has 5 points. Michael had the Yankees over the Astros on the money line. I believe the first game, the Yankees beat the Astros on money line in the first game, so he adds 11.2 points to his total. So that's the same total I had. I had 11.2 points, but everyone else took L's. Everyone else took L's.
Who lost again?
Chris took an L. He had the Royals over the Indians. Well, I was betting for Chris, so that's that. David took an L. I believe that's his what? 1, 2, 3,
5,
4, 5, 6th straight loss for David. So after starting going off to a really hot start, David is now reeling. The 6th straight loss. And Alex, my friend, after that one victory he had a couple episodes ago, he is now once again back in the loss column, back-to-back. He had the he had the Angels over the Mariners, and that turned out to be an L for you. So I think you are now what? In your last 10 bets, you are 1 for 9.
The comeback is on.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it, Alex. I'm just kidding. I love you. But...
Woo! You heard that?
All right. So we do have David's bet. David is Alex, you have David's bet?
Yeah, he told me he's going to pick the over for the total amount of points of tomorrow's All-Star game.
Ooh, I like that. I'll be sure to mark it down. All right, guys. I'm going to go first, and you know what? I'm going to lean to a similar route of our good friend David here. Of him picking the over. I am looking at Game 4. We already mentioned before, the Bucks are favored by 4.5. I was thinking about picking them to even up the series, but I saw something much more interesting. The over-under on the game is 22.5. That turned out to be the total points, 220 points. That was actually the total from Game 3. And the previous two games, they were over. So the one time that was the total score was under this game was this previous game. It was only by 1 point. In Game 4, Devin Booker struggled. I don't think he's gonna struggle again. Chris Middleton, even though he had a decent game, you still expect better from him going forward. And obviously Giannis is a freak. So you know what? I think this is gonna be a very high scoring game. I'm gonna go with the over on Game 4 of Suns and Bucks. I'm taking the over 220.5 points. I'm taking the over in Game 4. That's my bet.
Are you taking the Bucks over the Suns?
No, I'm taking the over in the game.
So you're not betting on a team? Okay.
I'm not betting on a team, no.
Was. I'm kidding, Adam.
You know, we're basically tied in the standings now, Michael.
Oh, okay, buddy.
That's right. I forgot to update the standings. Michael's in first place. I'm in second. Chris is in third. David's in fourth. Marcellus is in fifth. Alex is in sixth. You can find the official point totals on the Get Your Game On P Twitter page. So that's that. Normally I do it up, but I read up since we're running so low on time. I just said F it. But all right, Alex, you want to go?
Sure.
Okay.
We gotta do Marcellus.
You're gonna do Wait, do you have Marcellus's?
I'm gonna give him a random.
Just let Alex go. Let Alex go for now.
Rude.
Okay. So if you know, the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup is going on, and I wanted to do a special bet on that tournament, and I'm going to pick Panama money line.
Panama money line?
Yeah.
All right. Just make sure you text it to me like after the show, so I just so I can make sure I get it right there when I'm calculating everything.
Okay.
All right, for Chris's bet, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do something very random here. I'm gonna take the American League in the All-Star game for Chris. How about that? I'm going to do American League on the money line. The National League is the favorite. All-Star games are typically pretty random, but you know what? The American League has had the advantage in recent years. So, you know what? With the National League being with the American League being me being able to get more money, like more points for Chris on the American League, why not bet them? So I'm going to take the American League on the money line. Okay. Michael, you have Marcellus's bet?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the National League over the American League money line.
Ooh, going head to head. We have a head to head bet here. All right. Last up, Michael. Bring the heat.
What's my number record, baby? I know I'm in first place, but
You're 16-13, 150.89 points. I'm right behind you. I'm 14-15, 150.62 points.
you know something, play Adam. You know what? Last bet I made, I won on the Yankees, and they're not playing. You know something? Ladies and gentlemen, I was really thinking it over. Thinking over in the last 3 days. You know what? I'm picking the Suns. Money
Taking
line.
the Suns money line game 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Devin Booker is going to go off. He's going to score at least 25 or more. I'm not adding that to my. I'm just
All
saying.
right. Okay.
He's
taking the Suns over the Bucks on the main line. All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. I mean, I don't know what really else we gotta say. Just another solid episode all around. Another day, another die. Don't you agree, boys?
Absolutely. You call that a hype club?
Yeah, that's basically my hubbub. That's all I really have to say. But yeah, any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right, that's it. This has been episode 30 of the Get Your Gun podcast. Yours truly, Grassani, Michael Cunningham, and Alex Reich. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join the conversation, drop a comment or review, or we may feature it in a future episode. Remember, my friends, those who reduce just fancy. It's the magic of the world, believe in it and dive in. See you next time, and until then.